Hi, it's Julian Mellor from propergolfing.com. In this video I want to talk about what's called shaft lean. It's all over the place, everybody's talking about it, but I want to show you the things that can happen with it that people aren't telling you. So I've had to fix so many golfers who've been working on the shaft lean. They're actually topping the golf ball, they're hitting it way out to the right, they're starting to shank the golf ball, they're hurting their bodies, which is even worse. But let me explain to you a little bit about what shaft lean is, what you also have to do with your body, and most importantly why I'm not a big fan of it. So shaft lean basically is leaning the top of the golf club in front of the bottom. So we're trying to get the top of the grip ahead of the ball. Now the reason we talk about this is which we're actually compressing the ball, we're going to send the ball further. There's a lot of tour pros who are doing this and they're incredibly successful, but don't forget these are the elite people. There's over 65 million golfers in the world and we're talking about the top 150 odd golfers who happen to be really good at this one. Now if you naturally lean the shaft forward, then by all means carry on, but if you're deliberately trying to lean the shaft forward, the common mistake that I see, instead of leaning the shaft forward and squaring the club face up, they tend to pull with the back of the left hand and open the club face up. So the shaft is leaning forward, but the club face is now pointing out of bounds to the right. The other issue with this one is you're pulling the head of the club away from the ground, so now it's super easy to top the golf ball. The other thing that you have to do if you are going to work on shaft lean, you have to work on tremendous body rotation through impact as well, because if you don't turn your body, you try and lean the shaft forward, you're just going to top it, shank it, hit it out to the right. So I'll do this slowly. I will lean the shaft forward, but now I'm going to have to match it up with, so the rotation of my body is actually helping to square the club face up. If I don't turn, all I'm going to do is come in with a wide open club face, actually more loft on the golf club, and it goes high and it goes right. So I'll just hit a shot with what I call shaft lean, but I'm going to have to work my body so much different now. There. Again, I don't know if you could hear that one, but that came out very thin, very skinny, shot off to the right. There's no release of the club face in there, and I can't see the massive benefit that you're going to gain from this unless you're prepared to hit hundreds of thousands of golf balls to perfect it. Really dangerous if you're trying to do it with a driver, because if you don't release the club head with a driver, you just block everything out of bounds right. So you have to match great body movement up with the leaning of the shaft and the squaring of the club face. So we can't just pull the shaft forward, we also have to try and square it up at the same time as well, which can be activated through good body action. But if we get it wrong, there's the shot now that's just gone way out of bounds right, because I've not timed it correctly. So the timing, if you're working on this, it has to be impeccable. You've got to be turning your body through impact. If you keep your head still, you really are going to struggle with that one. So what I've often found is a much better way of actually striking the ball more consistently is get good at turning and transferring your weight, but also at swinging the golf club and not leading the golf club. Modern golf clubs now have a lot less loft than they used to have, so they're all designed to hit the golf ball further. Why do you want to take a load more loft off and then struggle if you're trying to hit a ball to a front pin? If you've taken all the loft off, your ball's going to come in low and it's going to shoot over the back of the green. So why not play it as it was designed? So nice and relaxed in my setup, simple weight transfer and turn to the top. Release the club back to impact, don't hold on to it, so now you're starting to square the club face up. It's going at speed, so you're going to hit the ball straighter with a little bit of club head speed in there. Match that up with the turn and weight shift through impact. There's absolutely no reason why you can't strike the ball fabulously well. I mean, that must have gone 25 to 30 yards longer than the one where I was trying to lean the shaft forward. The strike felt so much better. I felt like I got some club head speed and the ball just naturally took off. So I'm into good setup, simple weight transfer, release, off we go through impact, and there's that beautiful golf shot that we're all looking for. So if you're new to shaft lean and you're trying to do this Disastrous with short game. If you're starting to do this, you'll leave the club face open because you haven't got the body movement through impact. You'll start thinning it, hitting it to the right, hitting too much loft on your golf club, so it's going to come up short all the time. It could cause shanks, which is even worse. So I would be really avoiding shaft lean. It's something that I have tried. Why wouldn't you? So there's new stuff on the block, let's give it a go, but at what cost? For me, I just found it impossible. It was killing my lower right back because I was having to move so differently through impact. I was actually hurting my fingers, I was hurting my left wrist because it was coming into impact feeling like this, and it's like slight mishit and it just sends those shock waves up the shaft and just causes pain. And you know, I can't see, unless you're prepared to put hundreds of hours of practice into this, spend a lot of time in the gym, I can't see what value you're going to get from deliberately trying to lean the shaft forward. I was coaching a guy just the other day, he hit so many poor shots to start off with because he'd been working on this, couldn't square the club face up, just hit everything short and right, and mostly they were top shots. So just don't go near it if I was you. Make a good golf swing. Do the fundamentals well, release that club efficiently, and you're going to play some great golf. So by all means have a look at it, but in my opinion I wouldn't be going anywhere near it. It's just leave that to the elite golfers. You know, they're very capable of doing it. They've got the right people around them if they've got injuries. They've got the biomechanical guys, the physios out there, you know, the pros who are training them to do this efficiently. But I would be avoiding it if I was you. So it's an interesting topic. I'm sure I'm going to get a few comments on this one, but I'll happily take them. And you know, if anybody's not sure, pop along, let's have a session together and I'll show you exactly how you can hit it so much more efficiently with not a lot of effort. It's the efficiency that we're after. Don't put yourself into awkward positions. It's just not worth it. You're not going to get a great deal back from it, and you've got the risk of hurting yourself and ruining your golf game. Now again, if you're really serious about your golf, you should be signing up to propergolfing.com. I've got hundreds of videos there in the library section that take you from the start right through to the finish in a logical order. So there's no messing around, shooting around YouTube. Everything's where it should be, and you just follow the route, the list of videos, and it's going to massively help your golf game. You have a lot more fun on the golf course. One guy's just shot back in the 70s. He hasn't done that for over 20 years. He thought his game was over and he's now shooting in the 70s. I just get hundreds of success stories like this. So if you are serious, sign up to propergolfing.com. You'll get monthly coaching sessions with me, as well as a weekly Zoom webinar invite where we have people from all over the world join in, and we're helping people all over the world this way. So it's really a brilliant website to be signed up to. And you know, if you've got any comments, leave them in the box below, and if you've got any issues with your golf game, don't hesitate to drop me a line. So it's Julian at propergolfing.com. Thanks for watching, take care, bye.